Toparena! Hey, Chris in the house with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today we're going to continue the series of how to build the turtles. Today is the last one missing the fusion of the group and the only support between all the turtles. We're talking about the one and only Donnie, also known as Donatello. Okay, we got Donnie here, and we're going to talk a little bit of how to build him. Between the turtles, he's one of the most important ones because we have three nukers in the turtles: Leonardo, Raphael, and Michelangelo. And Donnie is the only turtle in the group that has a support kit. It's not the craziest support kit. He's missing a revive or speed boost or something like that. But it is a very, very impactful support to the team, okay? His passive is the most important thing on his kit, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. First, let's take a look at his kit and why he's special and important. A1, attack one enemy, heals all allies by 5% of the champion max HP, so it's important for him to have a lot of HP. Instantly activate one random continuous heal buff on all allies, and this is really good to heal the team. The capacity of the champion of healing the team is really good because he's going to have a fixed amount of healing on the first part of the skill, and also a versatile amount of heal based on the continuous use, and does damage. That's really important because when a turtle skill does damage, he carries all the other skills of the A1s of the other turtles to go alongside him. So it's really important to pay attention on when a turtle has a damage on the kit, because it's impactful, because it carries all the other turtles alongside it. So that's Donatello's A1. A2, Shell Shocker. 4 turns cooldown, attack all enemies. Look, again, another skill that has damage, very important. Decrease the cooldown of all allies skills except these champions by 2 turns. This skill cooldown cannot be decreased or resetted. Places 30% increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns. Okay, Donnie here has a really impactful skill for PvE scenarios. He's really good. This skill makes him a usable champion for many teams on PvE. And all the builds around PvE is going to be around that skill because it's the most important skill of his kit during the PvE scenario. To refresh 2 turns of the skills of your team is really impactful. And, like I said, it has damage, and it carries the other turtles around. A3, Secret Ooze. 3 turns cooldown, remove all debuffs from all allies. Places a continuous use buff and a strength buff on all allies for 2 turns. Also fills the turn meter of all allies boost by 20%. So it is a speed boost skill. For PvP scenario, I think this is one of the most impactful skill because it's a cleanse and a speed boost at the same time. So it is impactful to the team, which is really good, and may help us a lot in a lot of scenarios. The only bad part of it does not hit. So when he's using this skill, he does not carry the allies. And the passive. This is the most important part of the skills. I got you, bro. The name of the passive has 4 turns cooldown. Have that in mind. Passive. Whenever Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, or Raphael attacks, this champion joins the attack. It is the same passive all the turtles have. Very impactful part. But on this champion, the second part is also crazy important. Whenever an ally is about to receive a fatal hit, this champion prevents that ally death and keeps them alive with 1 HP. Then equalizes the ally's HP. The HP level of that ally will be brought up to the average HP level of the team. If there are multiple champions on the team with this skill, only one will activate. This is a saving method to the team of the turtles, and it is extremely impactful. I'm going to explain more about it later in the video, but this is what makes Donatello very important on the turtle team. And I would like to say that Leonardo, Raphael, and Donatello are not replaceable. Only Michelangelo is replaceable. You can replace Michelangelo in the best version, in my opinion, with a second Leonardo. You can replace the Michelangelo with a second Raphael, or you can replace Michelangelo with a second Donatello. Okay, but a second Leonardo or a second Raphael is better. Let's see how we're going to build Donnie step by step. On Masteries, we're going this way. We want a little bit of resistance on him, so we're going that way. And I'm going to drag it down here until we reach the resistance. That's the first part of the Masters. Then I'm going here on the support tree with a little bit of extra healing to help us improve this way. These are the Masteries we are using for Donatello. These Masteries will be used on PvP and PvE. Both will be the same Masteries that we're going to use on him. Same scenario. If you're going for a PvE only, you can swap. Instead of Merciful Aid, you can bring Cycle of Magic, okay? To help you refresh faster day 2. Okay? On a full PvE scenario, you bring Cycle of Magic instead of Merciful Aid. Here, on Blessings, if you are on a PvP scenario, the best blessing to use on him is Lightning Cage. Okay? Doesn't matter how many stars you have. If you have a 6-star, you can also try to use on him Polymorph. It is really impactful too, okay? But only if you have a 6-star. Otherwise, it's better to go for Lightning Cage. I'm going for Lightning Cage. And on PvE scenarios, Cruelty is the best option for him most of the time. Sometimes Brimstone can be used too, but most of the time Cruelty is the most impactful blessing you can use on PvE builds. Okay? So that's what I choose to him, Lightning Cage on mine, because he's going to be focused on PvP. On Relics, the best relic for him, in my opinion, is none other but the Wand of Submission. That is, for most of the PvP champions, one of the most impactful relics and the one that most can extract a lot of value from it. So we're going to put it here on the +12, and I'm going to select a little bit of extra resistance here on this dude. Extra resistance everywhere I'm using it here, because his build is going to be around that resistance. And if you don't have the Wand of Submission, another options that are viable on Donatello, Volcardic Hurt, one of the best. One of the best option for him. Hallowed Hilt, another very good example. Aspect of Seraph is really good as well. Journal of Necrotus is really good as well. A Golden Elixir is also really good as well. All these options are very good secondary options. I still prefer the Wand of Submission most of the times. Volcardic Hurt, second best option. Okay, all the others side options. Inferno Sphere is also another viable option for him. You can work around it really well. Blades of Akumori is also a really good relic to have on him. Can help you a lot. Another good option for him, it is the Eternal Soul. And for PvE scenarios, the Pursued Shadow is really good. Also can be used on PvP, but more impactful on PvE, okay? The Pursued Shadow. These are the best relics that I have as option for him. Remembering Wand of Submission and Volcardic Heart are the two most impactful ones. And that brings us back to his build. How are we going to build him? First, it's important for him to be faster than the other turtles. This is the first thing that's very impactful on him. And we're gonna build him totally different depending on where you want to focus his usage, if it is PvP or PvE scenario. For PvE, the best option for him is undoubtedly 4 pieces of Relentless to get a lot of extra turns and help refresh his skills and bring the turtles more times. And 4 pieces of Merciless to help refresh his skills, okay? 4 pieces of Relentless, 4 pieces of Merciless, and if you're able to, 1 refresh accessory also helps him which brings him to the best build on PvE scenarios. If you're not able to go this way, you can try to put 4 pieces of Merciless and some pieces of Impulse, 2 or 4. Okay, also helps him a lot. The third viable option is 4 pieces of Merciless, 4 pieces of Reflex. Also helps it a lot. These are the best builds for PvE scenario. For PvP, that is our focus here, the best build for him is undoubtedly 6 pieces of Stone Skin and 2 pieces of whatever helps you to give more stats that he needs. We're going to talk about the stats that he needs here on the optimizer when we're going to build him together. Let's go to it. Okay, we are here on the Hell Hades Artifact Extractor to optimize our champions. We're going to your champions. We're going to select here Donnie, and we're going to click on optimize. Here you're going to select balanced mode. Okay, presets, not going to set up nothing. Configure, you're gonna drag this bar here to 0. If you want to use your best artifacts on him, you can include artifacts on locked champions. I'm not going to do that, but it's at your call to do it or not. He's already using the Masteries that I explained it to you. On battle, I'm not going to set up anything here on battle. Okay, on stats, here he goes for something interesting. You need to go for a decent amount of speed for you, but he has to have the highest amount of speed compared to any other turtles, okay? The higher the better. That's the first thing you have to have in mind. So I'm going to put here, let me try something around 370 speed as my first attempt of building him. And you're going to put on resistance the highest priority here. Okay, this is the setup. Try to put an amount of speed that is correlated to your stats. If you want to be faster, go faster. If you cannot go that fast, you can slow it down, but he needs to be the first turtle to play, okay, by a far amount of speed in front of the others. Let's say if your second fastest turtle is 300, he needs to be at least 320, okay? Have that in mind, at least 20 speed in front of the second fastest turtle. On slots, here we're gonna have on the weapon, on the helmet, and on the shield, health as ascension, because we want to bring more heal to the team and more safety to him. On the gloves, we're gonna have health as ascension, and we can let everything unlocked, okay? Everything checked. The most impactful for us, it is defense and HP percentage, but since we are going to pursue a lot of resistance, we will check everything. Okay, have that in mind. On chests, we're going to have resistance as ascension, and we're also going to have resistance as main stats of the chest. Okay, on the boots, we're going to have speed or HP percentage as main stats, and we're going to have speed as ascension. Okay, on the ring, we're gonna have HP as ascension, and you can let everything selected. On the amulet, you're gonna have HP as ascension, and you can have everything selected. And on the banner, you want resistance as ascension and resistance as main stats. These are the setup that we're going to chase for our both PvP and PvE Donatello. Sets. Like I said, there is a difference between the PvP and the PvE build. For the PvE, always go for 4 pieces of Relentless and 4 pieces of Merciless And if you're able to, one piece of refresh. This is by far the best for him on PvE scenario. If you cannot go this way, you can try to go 4 pieces of reflex instead of relentless. Okay, 4 pieces of reflex, 4 pieces of muscles, and 1 piece of refresh. If you cannot go this way, you can go for impulse. Two sets. Two turns of impulse, 4 turns of muscles, and 1 turn of refresh. 1 piece of refresh. Okay? These are the 3 best setups for him on PvE scenario. But for PvP, we are going to use 6 pieces of stone skin and whatever can help us to reach the highest amount of stats that we are able to. So the only mandatory thing is 6 pieces of stone skin, okay, to have the stone skin buff for 2 turns. This is really, really impactful on him, really, really impactful. So I don't advise you to use any other build but that. I think that's the one that can give you most amount of success. Okay, unless you can go crazy speed on him, so you can go full speed. But this is the first attempt of build that I would do when using him. Okay, let's go this way. 6 pieces of stone skin. On glyphs, what's important to him? Flat HP, the highest you can. Percentage HP, the highest you can. Flat defense, the highest you can. Flat percentage defense, the highest you can. Speed, the highest you can. And resistance, the highest amount that you can. These are the meaningful glyphs to him. And after that, you're going to optimize. Let's wait. Okay, we found our builds here. Let me go for this one. Let me equip in-game. Okay, this is the build that he gave us. Let's use it. And now, let's minimax it. Here, our red has HP, speed decent, resistance decent. Okay. Here, our red has HP, resistance good, speed good. Here, speed good, resistance good, HP already min-maxed. Critical rate. Let me try to bring HP here. Defense percentage. I might let it this way. Okay, let's try. Few attempts towards HP percentage. Otherwise, we keep defense if it goes again on defense. Defense percentage is a sign. Is a sign. Is going to stay there. Here, resistance with HP percentage. Let's try to get resistance out of there. Oh my god, look how many attempts. Look how many attempts I red tried to get resistance here and I was never able to. If it goes HP again, I will stay. Please. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please, resistance or HP again. HP percentage. Another sign. This piece doesn't want to go into resistance. Doesn't want. It decided to stay with HP percentage. And here we have speed already gone. HP resistance. I can go a little bit higher on resistance. Perfect. Okay. Here on the ring, it is focused on attack. Don't I have a better ring than that? An HP ring? Don't tell me I don't have a better one. If I didn't, now I got. If I didn't, now I got. Definitely got. Really good ring, by the way. Let me use a high glyph on it. Give me the 9. Give me the 9. Let's go. Okay. Here, It's an attack one. Let me give HP to it. HP. Come on, where's HP? Perfect. Let's put a little bit of defense. A little bit of resistance. 12. Can you get 18? Okay. And a little bit of HP. Come on. Okay. And here, oh my god. Let me try high glyph. Oh, let's go. Let's go. This one deserves very good glyphs. Because it's a quad row. So I'm already putting very good glyphs on it. The attack doesn't matter. And let me ascend. Let's bring the resistance here. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Resistance. We don't have many attempts. Oh my god. It's really kidding me. It's really kidding me. Oh my god, last attempt. On the last one. Gosh. Let's see how the stats went. 363 speed. Almost 9k. Oh my gosh, almost 9k. Can't we get this to 9k? I like numbers. Very closed. This one. Okay, 9k HP, 4.1k defense, 363 speed, ooh, critical rate, 934 resistance, and that's on 2 tones of stone skin. That's the stats that we have on our Donnie here to use it on the arena. Okay, 2 turns stone skin with that stats. That's how I recommend you to build him on the arena. And again, for the ones that doesn't know yet, it's really important. I'm going to explain this again in case this is the first turtle video that you watch. When you build in your turtle team to put Donnie on the last spot, okay, because you want him to be the last one to receive AoE damages, and you want the most important champion, the one that you really want to protect, for you to use him on the first spot, because you're going to guide Donatello's passive, this one here, to the first champion that receives the AoE, usually the leader. Okay, so it's really important to have the champion that you want to protect the most with Donatello's passive in the first position of your team, and Donatello in the last one, because when you receive AoE damage, this is going to be the first champion damaged. You're going to protect him if he's going to die with Donatello's passive. Okay, and that makes a lot of difference. Okay, have that in mind. This is how we beat Donnie. I'm not going to do a Donnie showcase yet on the arena, because you're going to watch him being showcased in all the Turtles videos that we do. And it's going to be a lot of Turtles videos coming soon as I have more time. So that is how you should build Donnie for your PvE content or your PvP content. If you enjoy this kind of content, do not forget to... And as always, guys, remember,
It's all about arena.